effect. As always, I'm Bella.
And I'm Dylan, and today we're looking toward TECO's 2050 vision for sustainable and reliable clean energy, and we're excited to bring back on for the final time here and getting to look at what TECO's future is. We're excited to bring on Byron Burrows here on the show. So, with that being said, welcome on for one final time, the TECO PR Director, Mr. Byron Burrows.
Yes.
We serve.
Yeah, awesome. And then I guess this one, I know you mentioned in our last meeting, I just don't remember the name of it, but looking ahead for TECO's future, how do you guys plan to adapt, these strategies with the current demand of energy and people coming in? I know you mentioned that project you guys were doing with the goal like zero net emissions. Would you say that's kind of TECO's future for energy conservation?
Yeah, that still is an I would call an aspirational goal because we don't have the tools in the toolbox today to have zero emissions.
Right.
But yeah, the short term plan is to continue. We have we call them waves of solar. We have a continuing for the you know foreseeable near term future. We're planning a lot of solar. We're still buying land and installing, around 100, 150 megawatts of solar every year, which is, like two big solar farms, two in the like 500 acre each range to generate that. Those are utility scale solar. So that's our expansion plan where we do have probably a beyond at around the 5 year mark. We'll need another baseload power plant to accommodate the growth, and where it needs to be dispatchable. Solar, you can't dispatch it when you need it. It's not there at night. We are putting a lot of batteries in to help extend the time that solar is available, to put on the grid. But order in today's world, we still need dispatchable, power generation. So we're planning a new efficient natural gas combined cycle. Probably that'll be our next big, uh, you know, um, power plant designed to meet our load growth demand. People moving into the area. And
Mhm.
then I did want to mention too, we're doing some smaller projects that we did. We put some engines we recently commissioned. They're more quickly dispatchable forms of power generation. They're called reciprocating engines, and they can generate, in the 80 megawatt range over. They're associated with MacDill Air Force Base, so they provide a resiliency benefit to them and provide some dispatchable power generation for the South Tampa Peninsula that is important for reliable and economic, power generation, power supply for that region of our service territory.
Right. Yeah, I remember in our last meeting you were saying with the advance of AI, hopefully battery prices go down because batteries are in your guys' future plans, correct?
Yes, we're getting. I think we're approaching 100 megawatt battery storage. We've got four different facilities throughout our service territory that currently have batteries, and we're planning two more. One of them at our Big Bend Power Station. We already have some. That was our first battery project, and we're looking to add the next sort of big technological advancement for batteries called a flow battery, as opposed to the more traditional lithium ion has been what we've had to do. So we're trying to the flow battery would allow for more cycles of discharge and charging, and it more longer life and more reliable, as opposed to lithium ion has a limited, charging and discharging number of cycles. So those are some examples. That's another example of innovation and trying to provide that resilience, balancing, the economics and the environmental impacts as well.
All right. Yeah, awesome. And then my last question is, our podcast is based on, encouraging people of how they can be, be they can conserve their energy. So, what is one thing that TECO would like customers and local businesses, people to understand about the future of energy conservation? What can they do to help? Why it's important? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. That's the number one. That's the number one thing that they can do is look, act locally, kind of a thing, and in your own house and your own neighborhood. Uh, Prudent use of energy conservation where you can. I think there are going to be some more tools in the toolbox besides the ones we've talked about. The audit's the number one thing. Have somebody that knows what to look for, from TECO come in and help evaluate your energy usage and make some recommendations. In the future, you're going to be more transparency behind that. I think you might see some opportunities to, say, if you had an electric vehicle, to charge at a specific time when there's low demand and get a discount, on that energy. There's some programs that we're working on like that. So there'll be more opportunities in the future. We've offered similar programs in the past, and we're looking to repackage those and refine them and leverage AI and the current tools to make them more effective and more useful for customers, and partner with customers who if they want to add solar to their roof. We partner and help, work through getting connected to the grid and get the benefits that come with that as well. But the key thing is looking, at your own power usage, your own home usage, and minimizing that. That's the number one thing you could do. And then, yeah, engaging with your neighborhood associations to look for energy efficiency opportunities, or maybe opportunities for, community solar, and we're happy to partner with folks, and we're evaluating best practices to try to help communities select the best tools that they can to conserve energy and minimize their environmental footprint at an economic way.
Mm-hmm. All right. Awesome. Well, that's all the questions I have. Dylan, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, Byron, thank you so much again for taking some time to talk, and really fascinating to get to
Yeah.
talk about energy conservation. I think this is something that me and Bella are very passionate about and very much like to discuss here in such. So this was a really great to get to talk to you again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'd
appreciate
honestly
that.
be lost without you. I mean, most of our podcast is about some of the things that Tico's doing.
Oh, it's a pleasure. If you need any other, background materials, or I'd love to host you all at our Clean Energy Center and Florida Conservation Center. I was there earlier today, the Manatee Viewing Center. A lot of manatees showing up there now, and I can show, give you, there's some blow batteries, there's this supercapacitor, there's some other technology there that might, be of interest for folks like you that have a little more than the average knowledge in this space. And it applaud you all for focusing on this part of it. It's become more and more important with rising power bills. Our challenge now is to continue to reduce the bill when we can. I think there'll be some opportunities when we're still paying for some of the storm charges that were, unfortunately we got hit hard last year, and that once we get that part of the bill paid, and we'll have a more resilient grid, and hopefully the indications are the bills will get lower, and with the work that you guys are advocating for, I think everybody can look for opportunities to have a lower power bill, and continue to use electrification as a way to reduce emissions and have an affordable energy profile.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, you've been a wonderful help. We'll take you up on that if we need some more.
Yeah, I'd love to show you around and do a deeper dive if it gets traction, and the way you all presented it. Great questions, the way you presented, and focused on your thoughts and your scope. It was very insightful. So happy to keep the conversation going.
Of course, yeah, we will let you know what is needed. Trust.
Byron, I definitely will take you up on that though. I definitely would like to check out that clean energy clean center. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Love to have you. Just let me know when. We'll keep in
Absolutely.
touch then.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right,
The
awesome.
future of energy in Tampa is cleaner, smarter, and closer than we think. Wouldn't you agree, Dylan?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Mhm.
I think Byron has bring us a lot of insight on that. And I think
100%.
we're excited to be able to talk a lot about the ways you guys can get involved by closing out the actual podcast next Monday. So the next time we will be back, will be next Monday to talk a bit about how you can, the listener, be a part of this change and contribute to Tampa's energy conservation movement. So we're really excited to have you join us for next week. And we also may have a special little fun thing to close out stuff. Just stay tuned. So we're pretty excited.
We have something brewing, but we'll let you guys know. But yes, we're very excited to welcome you guys to the final episode to really show how you can help conservation at home. It's a very simple thing. You can do it right from your own couch. But as always, please follow The Energy Effect for updates as well as a link to our YouTube account. And stay tuned for episode 5, What Can You Do? And as always, Dylan, like what we like to say here, remember, stay green, my friends.